All right, I'm ready. Go for it. Yes. Come on.
All right, so on a second note, just want to talk real quick about food. I'm sure a lot of people already know this, but just to be aware that, Mountain House meals are extremely good. These taste really good. This one, the chili mac with beef in the Pro Pack, and this one, the lasagna with meat sauce, is my favorite. You don't need hot water to cook these. They take about 45 minutes to cook, and they taste awesome. But they are kind of expensive. These two meals cost about $16. And I just want to show you that this entire bag of groceries from Target, this cost $16 also. So I got the receipt here, and it says, yeah, 17 bucks. I'm not sure if you can see that, but let's see. All right, let's see. Yeah. So yeah, you can see that. It says $17. These two meals, which will last me half a day, cost $17, okay? This entire bag of food, which I don't know how long this is gonna last me, maybe, at least an entire weekend, probably 3 or 4 days, costs the same amount. So let's just see what's in here. I've got a ton of stuff in here. I got all of these potatoes. All right, I got 1, 2, 3, let's see, 4, okay, got, this is a pasta side, got a rice side, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many is that? I don't know anymore. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 packages of food plus coffee. Plus I got some espresso here for the same price as 2 Mountain House meals. I mean, so just price-wise, it's pretty difficult to even conceive that, at REI you can buy a bunch of different delicious kinds of food, but just the price of what you're able to get at Target or Walmart is so much cheaper. It's just difficult to conceive like how to justify spending the extra money on the better food. The other weird thing is that this coffee, Medaglia de Oro. So, all right, let's talk about milligrams of caffeine for a second. One Starbucks packet that they sell, and Starbucks sells a bunch of different kinds of coffee. They sell the vanilla latte, the Pikes Peak, the Italian dark roast, the French dark roast, the cold sweet coffee, cold caramel sweet coffee, and they also sell the hibiscus berry refresher. All right, and each one of those packets costs about $1. They come in a box of 8 packs, and it costs like a little bit more than $8 per pack, so it's like $1.10 per pack. Each one of those packs contains 50 milligrams of caffeine. A normal cup of coffee from Starbucks, a big one that you buy for $5, contains 700 milligrams of caffeine. So if you were to put a 50 milligram package of coffee into some hot water from Starbucks, and you wanted it to be just as caffeinated as what you buy from Starbucks for $5 with 700 milligrams of caffeine, you would need 14 packets. You would need 14 packets of Starbucks coffee to get the same amount of caffeine that you get from one $5 cup of coffee at Starbucks. And it would cost you like $15 per cup of coffee to get the same amount of caffeine that you get from one cup of coffee at Starbucks. Okay? Not to mention that every single different kind of Starbucks coffee packet contains the same amount of caffeine. So the Pike's Place is supposed to be stronger coffee than like the Hibiscus Berry Refresher. It's not. The Hibiscus Berry Refresher contains 50 milligrams of caffeine, and so does Pike's Place. So does the Italian Dark Roast. So does all of them do. They all contain exactly the same amount of caffeine, which is almost nothing. It would take 14 of those to equal one normal large cup of coffee. And a lot of people drink 2 large cups of coffee in a day. So that's where Medaglia de Oro steps up. This is right next to that stuff. If you go to Walmart or Target and you look at the Starbucks coffee packages, this stuff is right next to that, okay? And it's half the price. So this is like $4 for this whole bottle, and the Starbucks is $8 for a box. And as far as I'm aware, these cups of coffee have 500 to 700 milligrams of caffeine in each cup, just like Starbucks coffee. So this is espresso. It's instant espresso. So it's got like way more caffeine in it than the other guys. And I did use this in Big Basin in Santa Cruz. I didn't have a lighter. I forgot my lighter. So I just poured it in a water bottle and just shook the water bottle and let it kind of dissolve in cold water for a while. And then I just drank the whole thing, and I was like super caffeinated for the entire day. It did cause my stomach to go upside down just slightly. It did make me feel a little bit queasy, but I had insane amounts of caffeine in my system. So yeah, that's just food for thought, is that the Medaglia de Oro Instant Espresso has got like 10 times more caffeine in it than any of the Starbucks packets. There's really like no reason to buy those Starbucks packets. You know, the Hibiscus Berry Refresher has probably got less caffeine in it than a vitamin water. You know, I mean, it probably has the same amount of caffeine in it as a Gatorade. So, you know, there's really like no purpose in buying that stuff. It doesn't really have any caffeine in it. If you like the taste, that's awesome, but it's very placebic. It's just like you're having a hot cup of coffee in the morning, except for that it's almost like decaf coffee. It almost has no caffeine in it. It's kind of pointless. But yeah, Medaglia de Oro, it's got a lot more caffeine in it. To have some fun, I ordered the fanciest camping food around,
which is from Patagonia. Patagonia sells, they have a company called Patagonia Provisions where they sell mussels and salmon, Alaskan salmon, and they sell food from the Himalayas and from the Andes, from Torres del Paine in Chile. Now the Alaskan salmon from Patagonia, and it comes in like a foil pouch. I paid $20 for that one pouch of salmon. But they didn't ship it to me with FedEx or UPS. I actually live within walking distance of Patagonia Provisions there in Sausalito. And I could easily just walk down there and buy it directly from them with cash. But I ordered it through the mail just like anybody else. I ordered it online, and they had it sent to my house with a courier. I paid $1 for the rice side and $20 for the salmon steak. So that meal that you're watching me make cost me $21. It was crazy. It's extremely expensive, but it was really good. I was surprised at how tasty it was. Yeah, the salmon steak does make the rice side taste really good. I ate the whole thing. It tasted great. And basically the way that I did it was I have a titanium Evernew mug pot. The rice sides give the instructions to fill the mug pot with 2 cups of water. I looked up online to see how much that was, and yeah, it's about 15 ounces. It's actually 16 ounces, but my mug pot can handle about 15 ounces. To be honest with you, I like my dehydrated meals not to be watery. I like them to kind of absorb all the water and taste kind of thick. This one was kind of watery. I could have used a lot less water. But still, it tasted really good, and it was cooked thoroughly. And then as far as a cozy, I used the mug as a cozy. So as soon as you turn the stove off, the titanium cools off. So you pour the water into the package, and at that point, your package is really hot because all of the heat is in the water, and the hot water is what's cooking your food. Then you can simply just take the packet and stick it into your titanium pot, and then you can hold the titanium pot in your hand.